What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Rad and Dad channel video, or welcome if it's your first time. Either way, very glad to have you. We are finally getting rid of this chunky piece of crap. For whatever reason on these I think they're Gen 3 or whatever, 23 and a half and newer touring bikes, Harley has put a big air cleaner with a small filter. It's incredibly restrictive. If you haven't heard by now, everybody is getting huge improvements switching these out. It's not like the old ones that used to be a little bit bigger. Once we take this apart, you guys will see how small the actual filter is compared to the whole friggin' thing. It's comical. Anyway, we got the Fuel Moto, as you guys saw from the thumbnail and the title, the Fuel Moto AC/DC air cleaner, but I got some surprises in there too. So let's roll the intro. We'll get down to some work.
Riding down a YouTube channel, it's the riding down a YouTube channel, it's the riding down a YouTube channel, it's the riding down a thing that you
All right, so the first step is obviously gonna be to take this off. The next step is gonna be to put the new one on. The cool stuff I have for you, which I'll show you now before we get into actually taking it apart and putting it back on. Let me grab it real quick. All right, so the stock filter that comes on the AC/DC is this, right? Reusable, well, cleanable, you know, basically a lifetime filter for the most part. And I went ahead and upgraded to this filter. Now, currently, I have no plans to do anything crazy to this bike. However, never hurts to have more air than you need. Well, not forced, but it never hurts to have availability of more air than you need. And it looks cooler for this bike with the color scheme. So I figured they had a sale for Black Friday, so I just bought everything all at once. In addition to that, I know the surprises keep coming. It's crazy, guys. This is the stock cover, which nothing wrong with it. It's got a nice little Fuel Moto stamp. I think it's powder coated black, whatever it is, but it's a nice cover, right? Plain and simple. However, you already know I love the clear covers. Eventually, I will remove this piece and get the Ride and Dad logo on there as well, just like I did for the old Trask one that I had. But right now, we got the clear cover. So we're gonna be changing from this to the clear and from the smaller stock filter to the bigger filter. So we got a lot in store for this upgrade. I'm very excited for it. Let's go ahead and move you guys closer, start taking this off and get the new on. See how small this is, guys? Look at how restrictive this is. You get in this small area of air intake. Oh, now you guys can actually see. See how small this is, guys? Small area of air intake. Filter itself relatively small. And then you meet this dead stop before it even comes in there. It's just very restrictive. Guys are getting really good number improvements just changing out this filter setup. All right, so this is the new backing plate from Fuel Moto for the AC/DC. First step, we're gonna make sure we install this. Now it seems okay now. There shouldn't be too much pressure. I might put a zip tie there just in case, but this is basically how it's gonna sit. We got 3 bolts that we're gonna put in those 3 holes. If you do have a model with an adapter or a brace back there, you do have to remove the brace. So we're gonna go ahead and fit those 3 with the supplied gasket from Fuel Moto and use some blue Loctite.
You can see the riding on the pavement. Young kids, they're growing up in up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation.
All right, you don't want to get anything too tight yet. You do want to kind of snug it a little bit down. But next we're going to go ahead and install the breather bolts. So the breather bolts are right here. They're going to go obviously in there. Now you do have to, or they include several of these. You do have to make sure that you're not bending the air cleaner if you have a bunch of space between your breather bolts and the backing plate. So you have to basically shim and see how many of these it's going to take. Minimum of one, because they're kind of crush washers to seal it up. So you want to do a minimum of one behind there. It looks like we might only need one on each side, but just gauge it. Like I said, they have, I think, like 6 or 8 in the box, somewhere between there. So just double check how much you need, and you might need more on one side than the other. See, like my left side has a lot of space. My right side, this is holding by itself. My left side, it's going to completely pop out if I let it go. So we're probably gonna have to use 2 on the left side, but just gauge it. Blue Loctite, button these up. Once you have these finger tight, you can go ahead and apply the correct torque spec, which they do include in their instructions. I think it's like 72 inch-pounds or something like that. So correct torque spec for these, and then go ahead and do these last. All right, so at this point, normally what you would do is put the regular filter on and then the regular cover, and you'd use the 2 bolts for that. However, as you guys know, we're gonna do that big honking boy right there, right? So obviously it's bigger, it requires its own hardware extensions. So it comes with these 2. We're gonna use these, again, blue Loctite. I would even go as far as maybe saying you could get away with red Loctite on these. We're gonna do blue just in case, so we're gonna red Loctite these. We're gonna do them somewhat loose, and we're going to put the filter on and then the cap on and see where it fits as far as if it gets squashed down or not. If it gets squashed down, we gotta use some of these spacers. These spacers are gonna go in between the back of these adapters, these extensions, that's the word I was looking for, and this backing plate. So let's go ahead and test fit it, see where we're at. Obviously no Loctite right now. We're test fitting. You do want to have it snug, not super tight, but snug. That way the measurement adjusting, or the measurement for your test fit is accurate. And we are going to use our new cap again, as you know. See, when it's tightened down, you just want to make sure that the filter doesn't deform and bulge out. So this one, I think we might need one on each side there, because it's starting to bulge out a little bit before it gets super tight. So we're going to try one on each side. There we go, it's a little bit better. Filter's nice and snug on there. but there's no bulging out. It just fits nice and tight up against there. That's what you want to see. So we're gonna go ahead and put some Loctite on, and over time, for whatever reason, if stuff loosens up or tightens up or whatever, you can always just pop those spacers off. Either add the thicker spacers in there or just take them off, you know, depending on what you need, but easy enough to do. All right, once that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and put the filter on. And the extra cool thing, I don't think I told you guys earlier when I was showing you, but the cool thing about this filter, that's I guess extra cool, is that it's obviously reusable, it's washable, soap and water and stuff, but you do not oil this one. So that's even cooler because you don't have to worry about oiling it and you don't have an oily mess if you over oil it. Just a little extra bit of cool, I think. So there you go. Just making sure everything fits before I go ahead and put the Loctite on there. Perfect. Filter's nice and snug, but it doesn't deform anywhere. It's exactly what you want to see. The rubber touching on all sides, but no bulging out. So we're gonna go back these out, put some Loctite on. Good to go. All right, now I understand this might not be everybody's cup of tea. I know there are some old school Harley guys that would absolutely cringe if they saw something big sticking out like this with the clear cover and everything. But you know what? To each their own, right? That's why everybody builds different Harleys. This is one of the, if not the top performing air cleaners, and it's cheap. I really liked the way the Alloy Art boombox looked. However, this was substantially cheaper and I know it performed good. So in the future, I might upgrade to that, but this will do, it will be more than good enough. Now, I just sat on the bike just to test fit because I know this is gonna be a question that everybody has for this. Does it get in the way of your legs? I'm about 5'7", 5'8"-ish, and my shin does touch this unless I have my foot a little bit farther back. If I was taller and my thigh was longer, my shin would be farther forward instead of, you know, kind of right on the corner of it, and it would definitely touch it. Now, the Alloy Art I know is specifically designed so it interferes with your leg as little as possible, but it's also about 4 times as expensive as this. So there are definitely pros and cons to go about either way, but I think this looks good. I did get a rain sock for it. It's in one of the saddlebags, so I got that taken care of, but it looks sharp. It's gonna do a lot of performance, or it's going to do a lot for performance. And yeah, it's a very easy install. Moto makes really good products. Yeah. Hopefully this helped you guys install yours or get an idea for your air cleaner, or you just like listening to me talk and checking out bikes, which is always good. Make sure you check out the description for all of the playlists. They're all linked in there. Discount codes, a link for this product will be in there. I don't know what's going on with my brain lately. It's just been a long holiday season this year. But thank you guys very much for watching. And until the next time, ride safe, have fun. Dad out.